We'll ask Coach Underwood to make an opening statement and then go to questions for the players first. Coach?
Very, very similar to our game in Champaign, other than the fact we got up 20 in the game in Champaign. But it was the same three culprits. And we didn't do a very good job tonight. Luka Garza just, again, had his way with us. He's done that 2 nights in a row. Bohannon has 25 and limited minutes really in the first half. He had 29 in Champaign, and then Tyler Cook has 19, and so it was frustrating early. I thought defensively Iowa was very sharp. We got out of rhythm. It took us a little while to get going. I liked our looks. We made 14 threes tonight, and that's a great number for us. But you can't get out rebounded 20 and expect to win. Period. In any kind of game. But that was the game was decided on the glass, and you have 8 turnovers. You shoot 50% almost. But when you get out rebounded and then you allow them to shoot 57% or 56%, you're in trouble. So a lot of credit to Iowa. They're a very good, very explosive offensive team, and their size bothered us. And then Bohannon just loves seeing orange and blue.
Questions for Trent and Kipper, please raise your hand. We'll get a mic out to you. Let's go. Right here on the aisle.
Yeah, Brad, just your...
For the players only first.
Oh, sorry. I guess for the players, then, what was this week like for you coming in? I know you've been here for a few days in New York and playing at the Garden for the first time for the Big Ten tournament.
Trent, start with you, please.
First time in New York, great experience. Our guys, we're coming in this tournament excited, pumped up and fired up to get a snap back at Iowa, but coming up short tonight. But feeding off what Coach Underwood talked about, rebounding. We got killed on the boards tonight, and I think that was the game. Down 2, we get up 2 rebounds off free throws. Those are big momentum plays right there, and I think that's what changed the game.
Kipper, your thoughts, please.
Like he said, the week didn't end the way we wanted it to. So I mean, that's really all that matters at this point. But like they both said, if you don't win that rebounding battle and you get killed like that, it's tough to come out victorious. So.
Other questions for the players back in the back?
Trent and Kipper, you both have a lot of years ahead of you, relatively speaking. How do you plan to use the experience today going forward?
Kipper, start with you.
I mean, as I sat in the locker room just now, and Coach talked to us, a lot of it hit me that it's a lot about detail. Our youth has shown throughout the year. I think that once we get better collectively and come together as a unit and hone in on that stuff, I think the sky's the limit. And with this new coaching staff, they've done a tremendous job, and I think we all need what Coach Underwood is trying to instill in us and this culture. So I think, like I said, the sky's the limit for us.
Trent?
For me, I think I kind of use this as a little energy for us, for next year. We're right there. This was a hell of a season for our guys. Had an awesome season playing with these guys. These guys are my brothers. We worked really hard. But feeding off what Kip talked about, next year we got a few guys coming in. I think we just gotta pull those guys in and show them what it is to play for Illinois. Fighting Illini, obviously new coaching staff, like you said, new system. So we just gotta bring everyone together, just play as one unit.
Other questions for the players? Teddy?
Sorry. Kipper, I'm just hustling back from the locker room. What was it like to score that many points in a famous arena like this?
My teammates, they found me tonight. Like it always is, the offense, created shots for us, but we lost. So I mean, that's what it is.
we have one more for the players? All right, fellas, you may return to the locker room. Thank you. We'll take questions for Coach Underwood, please. Teddy.
Hey, Coach. Did you get the technical? Was that a lot of frustration build up, or more trying to motivate the guys?
Yeah, I'm going to fight for them. And it was they were on a run. It's my only technical of the year. I'm not a big fan of them, to be quite honest, and that wasn't directed at any one official or anything else. That was pretty well planned on my part, just to at that moment in time, I needed to change some sort of mojo or whatever you want to use about the game, and hopefully try to rally our guys, give them something to rally around, but worked for a minute or two, but that was the whole purpose of it.
Other questions? Go right down here in front.
Coach, I guess the best way to describe it would be how do you sort of sum up this first year? I mean, where are you in the growing process? Does this game reflective of maybe
This
the
is
rest of the year?
Yeah, this fits just about every category you want, and we had 3 overtime losses early. We had Nebraska throws in a prayer at their place at the buzzer to beat us. We've led in most games. You led by 15 at Ohio State. You've led by 10 at Michigan, and it was, we've got to get tougher. Our guys played great at the end. I liked our growth. I liked our development. It was, we lost 70% of our scoring, 70% of our rebounding, and really LaRon Black was the only guy that played and was on an opponent's scouting report. We left 2 scholarships open for a reason once we got the job. Mark Allstork was our only senior grad transfer. I have tremendous respect for what he's done in terms of coming in and helping us lay a foundation. But it was frustrating at times, but very, now that it's over, I'll look back on it and reflect a little more. A lot of rewarding things, to see Trent Frazier, a guy I didn't play at Northwestern or barely played, to see him become on the, member of the all-freshman team. LaRon Black had an incredible season. Everybody knows we didn't shoot the ball real well throughout most of the year, and Trent and LaRon took a brunt of every team's defensive attack and scheme. But, there'll be some great things. Aaron Jordan, scored more points in 3 games, the first 3 games of the year, and he did all of last year. So there's a lot of positives, and there's a lot of growth still to be had. But, there's no question. When you're at the University of Illinois, finishing where we finished and losing in the first day, and when you're the 11th ranked program in the history of college basketball, it's not what I am here.
Let's go way in the back. Then we'll come back to Teddy.
It's February 28th and the season is already over. Does it feel odd at all to have the season be over at this early stage in the calendar?
Yeah. No idea. I mean, it's a different feeling, and one I've never been done in February before, ever. I was thinking about that a few days ago. I've never ever been done there. Not that it's any different a week from now if your season's over, but it's sure a different feeling making a deep run into March, which we've been able to do in the last few years.
We'll take 2 more. Teddy?
You mentioned the growth. Where's Mark Smith's game? And I noticed, the Iowa fans are doing the 3-2-1, and I think they kind of tricked him into shooting early one time. I mean, is that the kind of thing that we're not going to see in future years, you think?
Yeah, and Mark had an interesting year. He's going to be a really, really good player, and he fought illness 2 or 3 different times. He went through the growing spurts that freshmen go through. I love his game, and he didn't play in our last game at Rutgers, so I was really unsure what he was capable of tonight. Mark's a terrific offensive player, And you know, off season will be good. You know that full off season in the spring, getting in the weight room. You know, we got one of the best strength coaches in America, and so I was pleased. All of our freshmen had ups and downs, and that's to be expected. And it's the old cliche, Teddy. The best thing about freshmen is they become sophomores. So, you know, they all played a great deal, and they've all got work to do, and we'll expect that from them.
Last one here on the aisle.
Coach, it's been a crazy week off the court for college basketball. I just wanted to get your thoughts on the FBI probe and what you think needs to be done, and do you have confidence that the NCAA can do what has to be done?
You know, answering that here and now, we got the greatest game in the world, and it will continue to be that. Yeah, I've got as much confidence as need be. I'm not really in a place to set up here and talk about that, but I know we've got something special. It's lasted a lot longer than I've been alive, and it's an encouraging moment when you look out and we're playing in Madison Square Garden, and we've got tremendous amount of fan support, and the game of basketball will withstand and be just fine.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.